Гавайи, центр Земли. И мой сегодняшний гость Эрик, человек, который руководит одной из самых успешных йога-студий на этом острове. Почему я выбрала его своим гостем, вы увидите, так как его роль и любовь к миру является через дыхание, через способ человеку почувствовать себя хорошо, выйти из тревоги, что-то хорошее. Как он это делает, как он к этому пришел, вы увидите сегодня. Дорогие друзья, вот мы снова с вами. И сегодня рядом со мной сидит очень необычная личность. Его зовут Эрик. Это человек, который живет на Гавайях. У него очень много талантов. Вы видите, что он очень сильный духом, даже рядом со мной сидя. И причина, по которой я беру у него сегодня интервью, у него очень длинная дорога в жизни и большой поиск себя. И одно дело, в котором он себя нашел, это служение людям через дыхание. То есть он нашел ключ к подходу, как дыхание помогает нам самостоятельно чувствовать себя лучше. Как он к этому пришел? Что им двигало? Почему он вообще здесь находится? Почему я его выбрала? Сейчас мы узнаем. Эрик, hi, welcome.
Привет.
Привет. You see, he knows. So you are officially my first guest who I'm interviewing in English. This is a very special moment for you. I just shared about you that you live on island. That your life story definitely long of the moment how you search yourself, what you did for yourself, right? The spiritual growth. And what you finally found as a mission, what you serve to people, what you do. This is what I would love to ask you. But before we go in deep, can you just share how long have you been living in Hawaii? Why you are here? This is amazing land. What you feel to be here?
I came here about 36, 37 years ago. So I've been on this earth for a while. And when I first came here, I'm originally from the East Coast. So I grew up in Boston. I went to an Ivy League school in Rhode Island called Brown University. Worked in a Fortune 500 company for 2 years. And I just said, this isn't what I want. And I just got up and I got a one-way ticket to Paris.
Okay.
Traveled all over Europe and Southeast Asia. And about maybe 9 months later, I came to Hawaii and I never left. So my mom is from China. My dad is from America. And I fit right in here. And I've been living here ever since.
Wow, for me, you look like real Hawaiian man.
I do.
You really have a root here. What do you feel in your body, in your heart when you're in Hawaii? Because you definitely travel, but when you come back, what is the sensation?
You know, Hawaii is home. I love to travel. And everywhere I go, people always say, isn't this beautiful? And I go, yeah, it's beautiful. But I also say, it doesn't beat Hawaii. Hawaii is truly a beautiful, wonderful place.
Okay. Therefore, I have a question for you. Since you moved here, is this the place where you started to feel your inner mission, something start to bloom? Could you share a bit?
Yeah. The first thing I did when I got here is that I got to get a job. And I was a valet, believe it or not. And then I got into real estate. I opened up my own advertising agency in 1995.
Okay, I was 1 year old.
Yeah, right. There you go. You go. Yeah, and I just retired my advertising agency about 2 years ago. And now I shifted all my energy into the wellness industry of yoga and breathwork. But I did advertising for a number of years, and I had great clients. I had about 6 employees, and now it's just me.
Wow, I see. And what was your first touch with that yoga, with the breath? What was your first introduction to it? Yeah.
I was a spin cycle instructor at a really high-end gym here, and they had the instructors, the physical instructors, the PT guys. They all had this contest or where you find out what your cardio is, you find out how strong you are, you find out how flexible you are. And it came back saying, Eric, your strength is good.
Yeah.
Your cardio is good, but your flexibility is really bad.
I see.
And so I said, okay, let's see what I can do. And I went to my first Bikram class in 2008, and I fell in love. And it wasn't just the physical, because when you run, it's all physical. When you lift weights, it's physical. Granted, you feel good after that, but something about yoga made me feel different. And because the focus is inward. And I just said, I'm hooked. And I just kept going towards that. And then next thing you know, in 2012, I got my certification and I started teaching yoga. And then I started a yoga magazine in 2015.
Okay.
And it was a magazine that was a free publication. At the time, there was no Hawaii yoga magazine.
Okay.
And I started a yoga magazine.
Nice.
I came up with the articles, and I put them in all the yoga studios throughout Hawaii. Not just on Oahu, but on all the islands. And I got to know all the yoga owners. And when COVID came, the magazine had to stop because everything shut down. But I got a call from an owner saying, I'm looking for someone to buy my yoga studio.
Oh, wow.
And I said, I'm interested. And I got myself, 4 other partners, and we opened up Yoga Room Hawaii in 2021.
Wow, I have a goosebumps. That's the story behind.
Yeah, and the whole island was shut down at the time. So at the time we were like we're either the smartest people in the world or the dumbest. And it just turned out to be a wonderful place. Honolulu Magazine named us the best yoga studio 3 years in a row. And we truly have a beautiful, magical place at the Yoga Room.
This is true. This is one of the successful yoga places here. I've tried many. I teach yoga as well, but your place, this is where I'm going to practice, because there you can and you feel home. Very, really big family community. This is cool.
And there's a lot of things that we do to create that community. I think that you go into some yoga studios and you see signs all over the place. There's no talking, be quiet. You don't see those signs.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
You walk into a class and everybody is talking and creating friendships and friends. And it's a truly magical place.
Right. This is amazing. Thank you for doing this. And to your people, your partners, thank you. And question, is this studio the first one where you went to Bikram? What was the studio? It's what is here?
Actually, it was here. I went to a Bikram class, and don't get me wrong, I think we still have the Bikram classes. We call them 26 and 2. And if you ever saw the documentary, they never hit on the actual poses, the 26, the 2 breaths and the 26 poses. And it's a good pose, it's a good practice, and people come to do 26 and 2 regularly. But that was the first thing that got me hooked.
Yes.
And then it is a hot studio. Yoga Room Hawaii all the classes are hot except for the yin classes.
I see. And this studio where you went is still here? Do you remember that studio?
No, it's not here anymore. No.
Okay, this is interesting. What was your first place, and then you opened your own? It's like
Well, it was a progression. You take your yoga, you find out, oh my God, I love this, and then you said, well, I teach spin classes. Why not teach yoga classes? And next thing you know, I'm teaching yoga classes, and then I realized that, oh my God, Hawaii doesn't have a magazine, and I opened up a magazine, and I did that for 5 years, and then an opportunity came up to own a studio. And
wow, beautiful path.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Wow, this is something what inspires me, because my dream is open wellness center as well. This way, when I see these examples, I'm like, good, it works. It works.
There's a saying: learn the rules, play by the rules, and forget the rules.
Love it.
And and then you have to know what's going on. You have to be a student before you become a teacher. And sometimes that takes a very short time, sometimes that takes a long time. But you also have to keep your peripheral vision open when things do come about. Like how many times that an opportunity comes and you don't take it?
That's true.
And then all of a sudden those things just go by the wayside. But when you take those opportunities, you're going to find that these are forks in the roads, but you take those opportunities and they lead to more opportunities. And it's okay to fail. It's okay to fail.
This is important to know. Yes. Okay, this is beautiful. One part of the story. Can you now share about your breath work and how you get into this, how you found yourself?
Again, when the whole yoga experience is a journey, and I always say it's not the journey or the destination, it's who you become on the journey. And everybody is going to continue that journey until they expire in this life. For me, it was more of, now I'm doing this yoga and I said, okay, what is it that I have to learn? I have gone to so many different retreats. I went to Joe Dispenza, Eckhart Tolle, and then ayahuasca was calling me. And I took a trip in 2021 to a place called Rhythmia in Costa Rica. It was 4 nights of breath work, 4 nights of ayahuasca, 3 nights of breath work. And the breath work they did was just amazing. And it put me in a cathartic state that I'd never experienced before in my life. And I said, oh my God, this is just my breath. How is it? And I was a publisher for Yoga Magazine for 5 years. And I did an article on pranayama breathing, the breath that we do with the nadis and things like that. I did a whole article on that, but nothing about holotropic breath work and this type of breath work where you have this psychedelic experience. Nothing like that came across. It is still very new. And I recommend anybody to try it because it's just your breath.
Yeah.
And you have an experience. And no one would ever think that just through my breath, I'm going to have an experience like that. So at the time I said, oh my God, I need to find out more about what's going on.
Yeah.
So I came back to Hawaii, got certified, learned about the science behind it. And then I started facilitating breathwork classes in 2021. And I've been doing it religiously now since then.
For 4 years already?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Wow, this is cool. And you do it in your yoga room and as well in...
I'm branching out. And then I came back about 3 weeks ago from Guam. They flew me out. And they,
Really?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, wow, that's cool. Yeah, my first time was at Magic Island.
Magic
when
Island.
I came. Yeah, that was amazing. And I felt amazing. I remember that wordless. I can't describe it, but definitely needs to be experienced by anyone.
And everybody has a different experience. That's the beautiful thing. I mean, you're going to go to your strongest hold, meaning that whatever is in your subconscious, it's going to come out. So when you do this breath work, it'll definitely give you peace. It'll reduce your stress and anxiety. It'll free yourself of negative thoughts. It will give you and improve your clarity. I mean, that's really the most important thing about this mission that I love, is how it changes people and it gives them a shift, but you still got to do the work. Once you have that clarity, you have to do something about it.
For this period of your life, you feel that this is the top of what you're doing, or you feel that it's going to be something more, rebirth something else?
Again, you have to keep your peripheral visions open to see those shiny things at the corner of your eye. And you just have to keep open. But I plan on doing wellness, whether it's breath work, yoga, as long as I possibly can for the rest of my life. I really think that that's what I want to do. It gives me so much joy, so much happiness, and the fact that you're really changing lives.
Could you tell a few things what was changed since the moment you begin to do breath works in all the times? Maybe something very special like in your life changed.
Like I said, it's a journey. And I don't think there's going to be one instance like, oh my God, that was so amazing.
Yeah.
It's just a combination of a lot of things and going in that right direction. Breath, once you see the power of breath, human beings are the only species that can consciously breathe and unconsciously breathe. Like we've been unconsciously breathing since we started you woke up this morning, but you have the ability to consciously breathe. And the yogis got this right 2,000, 3,000 years ago. Is something happens when you can control your breath, you slow your breath down, amazing things happen. And, we breathe about 14 breaths per minute. When we're under stress, it jumps to 20 breaths per minute. When we're angry, it goes to 40 breaths per minute. But it's a two-way street. You slow the breath down, you can come out of anger, you come out of stress. And if you slow your breath to what we call, and there's a name for it, the heart cohesion breath of 6 breaths per minute. 5 seconds on your inhale, 5 seconds on your exhale through the nose. Something amazing happens.
I
right?
like it.
And like if you're having trouble falling asleep,
Yeah, that's how.
if you have trouble falling asleep, try it. Do it for 10 minutes. 5 seconds on your inhale, 5 seconds on your exhale, and something happens. You just wake up in the morning.
And see, right.
And why? It's because the mind is going a million miles an hour.
Yeah,
Okay.
makes sense.
And so this is what we call the sympathetic nervous system. When you are in this fight or flight, cortisol comes into your system, your eyes dilate, and your body is saying doing one of 3 things: run, hide, or fight. And there's fawn. But technically, when you're in that high fight or flight, your body is saying, this is not a time to eat.
Yeah.
Don't eat, all right? This is time to run, hide, or fight. So why do people have all these gut issues? Because you're in fight or flight. This is not a time to sleep because your mind is going so fast. And it's also not a time to be creative because your body is saying run, hide, or fight. All right, so a lot of people try to have conversations, try to get creative in this fight or flight sympathetic nervous system. And the best way to do it is before you have a conversation with your lover, with your friends, try to be in a very calm state, and you'll find that it changes everything.
This is wise, actually. Right. Right. This is a good advice. Okay. Have you ever considered yourself to teach breath work to someone or to open maybe a studio or something to continue?
Not a school, but I think that I'm working on possibly having my own certification class.
Yeah, that would be great.
So that could be coming. But right now I'm just enjoying.
Yes, I see.
I'm not in the rush of trying to do everything. I'm doing basically everything that I want to. Right now, I'm just trying to facilitate this breath work, getting the word out, getting people to try it. And they keep coming back.
Yeah, for sure. So the main question is, what is love for you? How you feel it?
I think the best definition, I'm going to go from here to here, but the best definition for me is in the movie Interstellar. I don't know if you've seen the movie.
I saw, yeah.
So one of the things that they said in the movie is love transcends dimensions of time and space. Love transcends time and space. So for me, my mother lives on the other side of this world. She's 94 years old, and every single day I feel my love for her as she continues to breathe on this earth. And I know she feels love for me, and that feeling is present. My wife passed away in 2012 of cancer, so she's on the other side of the veil. I can still feel that love in this present moment, right? So love has a tendency of transcending time and space. And then there's the present moment, my lover, my partner. I feel so much love for her, and she feels love for me. I think the beauty of that love is a little bit different. She has the power to destroy me, but also I trust her enough that she won't. But it's a powerful thing because love is invisible, and love can transform you in an instant. And then there's love for the future, and that's where the mission comes in. And I think that this love for being able to help people, because we live in a society now that is full of electronics, social media, politics, where everything is all outside of us. We need to really turn the lens back in and go inward. And breathwork has the ability of doing that. You know, there is no magic wand that I can wave over your head and you're going to be fine. But there are tools. And I always say what a tool is something that can change your state in real time and give you an opportunity for change. Breathwork is a tool. Being out here in nature is a tool. Dancing is a tool. Yoga is a tool. Meditation. Going to therapy is a tool. You have to find out what tool works for you. And you have a backpack, you take these things, you put all these modalities in your backpack and you bring them out when you need it. And they work.
Beautiful response. Thank you so much. Beautiful. One more question to you. What could you suggest or advise to the people who are experiencing maybe the dark or hard time of the life, when we have not that consciousness level to see the tools, when we feel not enough strength within? Everyone experience it. What would your recommendation to these people? The words, maybe the whatever.
We all want to heal. First of all, you have to know that you have an issue and you want to change. But healing equals change. In order for you to heal, you need to try to change. That means you need to take steps towards trying different things. But so many people are comfortable being in the comfortable zone. They say that life is hard for one of two reasons. You're either inside your comfort zone or you're outside your comfort zone. You choose. And it's always going to be a choice. And the only thing that I got to say is move, take action. You have to take action. And it's okay to suck at something new. It is okay to fall, but just keep moving.
Acting, to do action.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
One more thing.
Yes.
And I say this in my workbook now, and this is about love. Think of all the positive emotions that have come into yourself each week. Something that you absorb. What are the positive things? I'm going to ask you this question. What are the positive things that come into you each week? Not once a year, just every single week. These things keep coming. Can you name 3?
The feelings of celebration.
Celebration, beautiful.
Touching, feel the warmth. Yeah.
Okay, warmth.
And silence.
Silence. I love that. I love that. Now give me 3 negative emotions that come into you each week that keep coming back and keep resurfacing. Because this is another thing that we all do. We keep coming back to you. And these are signs. What are the 3 negative emotions that come to you?
I would say anger.
Okay, anger. Legitimate, it's fine.
Yeah, I love all the negative things. I understand it's my part, but yeah, it's anger. It's maybe lazy.
Okay. Okay. I don't see that because I see you doing a lot of stuff.
I know, but still, and maybe what I mentioned, I think I need to transfer it. It's when the energy seems like it's the energy low and nobody celebrates nothing. This is what I feel sadness from this.
So, and the thing is, we concentrate on that sadness more than the positive. We kind of blur out the positives, and I hope we don't. Most people look at the negatives. So, is there one emotion that could wipe out all those 3 things that you just mentioned?
Smile.
Smile. Wonderful. Think about it. So that's your intention. That's an intention right there. Every single day when you wake up, smile. Because that'll get you to move. For some people, it's gratitude. For some people, it's love. Love, for me, wipes out all the negative emotions that I feel in a week.
And what I love, when I visit your classes, at the beginning, you always saying something.
I always give an affirmation.
Do intention. I'm like, oh, this is amazing.
Yes,
yes, more.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful part. And not everyone do this. And the way you speak it, the way you say it, goes right deep. This is what I love, and thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And this is when I felt I need to interviewing and ask you what you love about this part, because you are in that moment like our guru. We are laying down
Thank
like beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Sure. So basically, I cover all the questions, and you share everything what I need to hear. Maybe you want to share something just to.
No, if you want to try a breathwork class, just go to my website, breathworkwitheric.com, and you're good to go.
Yes, and come visit us in Hawaii. That's a land of paradise and beautiful nature. Even here, I feel very grateful and peaceful. Exactly. So, Eric, thank you so much for your time, for your energy, for your life experience, and that now you share it with the people. All life you share something, but exactly right now, in the moment when I met you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you. Aloha.
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 And the last question. Aloha share. Could you tell me more about what does it mean? Because aloha share, people saying it's like, I love you, I thank you. Like, it has many meanings. What is aloha share to the...
It means exactly that. Aloha is actually used a lot here. We say it as hello. We also say it as goodbye. So aloha means from your heart.
From your heart. Okay, so we basically can say aloha to everyone. All around the world.
Yeah, it's very similar to namaste.
Yes, I see. Like aloha.
Yeah, and you know, when I go on vacation, I tell everybody when I leave aloha, and you know what? When I say it, you always see a smile on their face because they know that it's coming from Hawaii.
That's true. It has a good association.
It's just a great feeling. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so aloha to everybody
Aloha.
who watched it, and thank you. And I will continue a little bit in Russian. Спасибо вам, что вы смотрели нас. Алоха, вы уже знаете, что это идет из сердца. Оставайтесь на канале, дальше будет все больше приятных гостей, таких как Эрик, и поблагодарим его за присутствие здесь с нами. Намасте. Thank you so much.